Guys, can you believe it? We are almost in 2023. This year flew by. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? I'm sitting here editing a video and I was like, you know what? I really need to prepare myself for the fourth quarter. I really do. I was like, you know what? Let's do a fourth quarter reset. Like, you know, we always do something for the beginning of the year, then we kind of go into like mid-year, we do a reset, kind of see how far we came. But it was like, you know what, how can we really optimize the fourth quarter? Like, you know, really get into it. So let's get into it right now. I'm gonna share with you some things that I'm gonna do. Keep it nice, short, sweet, and simple, but I wanna share it anyway. You know what, we gotta put it out there. We gotta put it out there. Okay, so I was sitting here in my little handy dandy planner and I have my little notepad here. I was sitting here editing, but I was also sitting here thinking about what I'm going to do for next week, right? And I was like, Kelly, hold on for a minute. We're going to handle next week. But let's see, how can we optimize quarter four? You know, what do you want to accomplish? You know, I can only focus on the output, not the outcomes. So I said, what am I gonna do? Not just in my brand, but how about for my personal, my health, all that good stuff. So I said, you know what, let's focus right now. Let me give you a little spiel. Where I put it, y'all? See? Trying to sit here and be like a teacher, but I ain't got everything set up. So here we go. I have broke it down into 3 categories. I said self-care, career, and personal. So I put my brand in personal because I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm gonna do personal first. I'm going backwards. So for personal, things that I want to do, I really want to focus on my brand. I really want to put that off that energy and just stop being talk. Really being more action. Really being more what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now. I put my head down and everything, I couldn't think of it, but we'll figure it out as we go on. I want to have more intention. That's what it is. More intention. I want to, you know, really put my best effort forward, and I don't want to work on ifs. I want to work on do's. I want to just do it, you know. And like I said, don't worry about the outcome, worry about what I can control, and that's what I can control, is what I put out. So I want to focus on that. In addition, my personal life, I pretty much got my personal life in order. You know, I don't have a bunch of bills, I don't have a bunch of credit cards, I don't have any of those things to worry about. So I can't really focus on that. But health wise, I would love to shed 13 pounds. I got 13 pounds on me that I really need to shed, and I really need to take more time into working out, eating better, and not consuming the things that I do consume. And you know, I don't drink a lot, but I do like a cocktail. I'm not gonna lie. I even thought about buying some wine, but I stopped drinking wine because the wine for some reason was swelling me up. Like my fingers would get really swollen, my feet, everything. I know wine has sulfur in it, so I was like, you know, maybe it's because of that, but I had to sit back and be easy on the wine. But I definitely had a taste for it yesterday, so I didn't do it though. But I just want to be more intentional when it comes to health wise in my personal life. I do want to have more family time. We do spend a lot of time together. My family, we get together a lot. Like my immediate family, not my big broad family, because everybody has such a different life. Everybody is doing their own thing. So we used to get together when we all lived in New York together. We used to get together probably every other weekend and every holiday. But now we don't do that. But I would love for us to get together. We have to figure that out. I have to get my family. For those of you, my family that's watching, you know, let's figure that. I can't even get it out. Let's figure it out, family. Career-wise, I really feel like I am making escalades in my career. I am really focus on my career. You know I don't share a lot about what I do and how I do it, but I think I mentioned it in one of my vlogs, I don't know, but I have an assignment that I'm on now that ends, and normally I don't end, but my assignment is ending, and it's like a good thing because now I'm able to move on to the next thing, and that next thing is going to escalate me to something even more bigger than what I'm doing now. So I'm super happy. I'm gonna miss people that I do work with, but I'm going to be working with some really talented people. So I'm super excited about that. And I have not forgotten about doing videos and things about how to change your career in your 40s and how to understand and recognize what transferable skills you have, how can you sell yourself, and not being afraid to step out, because sometimes as we get older we get comfortable and we can become creatures of habit. Even if you're not, you know, a creature of habit, when it comes to your career, that can be a safe place for you. That could be a place where you just want to sit and you just want to stay, and you will move around to other areas of your life. My thing is, a lot of jobs don't give raises. You know, a lot of jobs give you a little bit here and there. You may have to move around to get the coin that you want. You know, it all depends. So I have not forgotten about that. I have not forgotten about that. I know you ladies want to know. I talked a little bit about, I have a playlist, and I'll leave it around here somewhere or down below or wherever, you know, about that in regards to just changing careers in your 40s and stuff like that. You know, because I mean, I sit back and think about when I was younger and somebody that I may have worked with back then that is my age now. Things look different back then. You know, shoot, back then we looked for jobs in the classified papers, then we got on monster.com, you know what I mean? Now it's like you find a job anywhere. It's totally different from when I was looking for a job back in the day. You know, it's just so different, and we have to understand time change, jobs change, and it's okay. I know we want to stay somewhere, get longevity, you know, build that pension up, build that 401 up, but let me tell you something, honey, all that stuff transfers. And understand your rights as an employee. We getting too deep. We trying to do a reset, and I'm trying to teach at the same time. Girl, I gotta get focused. So to kind of wrap up the career thing, I just want to make sure that I am thriving and just flourishing in something that I do for 8 hours out the day. I really just want to make sure that I'm really thriving, and I'm in a place where I'm glowing and it shows, and I'm being an asset to them. It's just that they're being an asset to me, if that makes any sense. And I also want a career, or thrive in my career, where it doesn't drain me to the point where I can't even do things that I want to do outside of work. You know, sometimes you can get so engulfed in your job where when you come home, you're like, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to do any of your hobbies. You don't want to tend to your family. You don't want to tend to yourself. And that's not something that I don't want to do. So I'm going to be more intentional about, you know, how I move forward in my career and don't drain myself. Because as you move up, it can take a lot from you, because the higher you go, the more demanding it is, and they expect a lot more from you. That's just what it is. So let's get into the self-care. Y'all, I just want to pamper myself to no end. I really just want to get in a routine to where this is costly. It's costly. You know, in addition to, you know, you getting your manis and your pedis, and if you're into facials and things like that, getting massages, taking that time out and then just getting a massage. Like, I keep saying the massage thing, but have I done it? No. And that's why I'm putting it into my reset, because I need to really do it. I have another gift card. Now I have 2 gift cards to get a massage, and I have to use them before the end of the year. And these places that I have it for, they're not cheap. So I really want to, you know, focus more on my self-care. You know, I'm thinking about going to a gym And I don't mean like a gym like a Planet Fitness or a Lifetime Fitness, anything like that. I was thinking about Bar 3 or going back to Club Pilates. Those of you who remember, I used to do Pilates. It's another one, I can't think of it. Bar 3 is not too far from my home, so that might be the one. But right next door is a damn Wingstop. I don't know, I'm not a big Wingstop eater. I do like wings, but but I do like them. They're good. But I'm thinking about doing either one of those two. It's another one, but I cannot think of it to save my life right now. Another type of, you know, fitness club that's not too strenuous. I think 3 times a week would be really good, but I know how I am because the weather is getting ready to change. And that's something that I really have to get out of. I'm a creature of habit. I'm a homebody already. So I need to get out and do more outside the house. So that's one thing I want to get into, which is definitely Pilates or the Bar 3. In addition to that, more self-care at the home. I'm a homebody. So if that's me wanting and dining myself, romanticizing myself, you know, doing all the things, doing it. And keeping with good company. You know, knowing the people that you are around and making sure that those people are helping you thrive as much as you're helping them thrive. You know, just having those good relationships in your immediate and on standby. You know, sometimes you have to talk to a person every day to know that they're a part of your core. You know what I mean? It's always good with that. That's always good. So let me know, what are your plans for the 4th quarter? What things you're trying to do differently in your life, you know, your career, your hobbies, or even bring anything new into your life. What are you trying to do for the 4th quarter that can accelerate you for the new year in 2023? Guys, can you believe it? We are almost in 2023. This year flew by. So I'll see you in the next one.